everybody. Jeff Antoniuk here from Jazz Wire, Guided Listening. So this week we're going to listen to a live recording that I was a part of, and it's a really cool piece, and I wanted to, offer this as something to listen to and check out. There's some really great writing, really great playing. So the story of this is Alan Blackman, friend of mine, past faculty member at the Jazz Wire Summer Summit. Alan is a Baltimore-based piano player, teacher, composer. He got a grant 10 years ago to write a piece. He calls it the Coastal Suite, and it's a programmatic piece. It involves art being projected on the screen behind us as we play. And it was supposed to be sort of a musical companion to a 24-hour tide, the schedule of the tide in 24 hours. And so he got a grant, got the great Donnie McCaslin on saxophone to record the album, one of my all-time heroes. Grammy winner, Rogério Boccato on percussion. Latin Grammy winner, Max Murray, good friend of mine from around here, on bass. Frank Russo, one of my partners in crime very often, on drums, and then Alan. So he wrote this wonderful piece, recorded it 10 years ago. We got to go to upstate New York a couple weeks ago, rehearse this thing, and perform it. So my very first time playing this. It's a wonderful suite. It's about an hour long. So on the YouTube video, I'm putting some time codes in. It's really worth taking an hour and listening through. But if you want to jump around a little bit, one of the interesting things is between many of the movements, there is a solo piece by each of the five of us. So there is a solo percussion piece that's about 5 minutes long. There is a solo piano piece that's about 5 minutes long, and drums, and et cetera, et cetera. Solo saxophone piece. So when I got the music, there was a page that said, play for 5 minutes, end on B. So, okay, wow. So how do you keep a theater full of people's interest for 5 minutes, solo saxophone, no changes, no form, no song, no nothing, end on B? So that took a bit of work. So we won't listen to that today, but you can check it out if you want to. So we're going to listen to the Coastal Theme. Yes, and so this is sort of a finale of the piece. And it's really great writing. You'll hear the five of us playing. And in the solo section, the form of the song. So, Alan was definitely experimenting with classical forms and non-jazz forms, all sorts of influences. But this one definitely has a song form. And Alan and I were trading as we soloed over this. So the form of the tune is 16, 16, 8, 8. So AABB. 16, 16, 8, 8, what does that add up to? 48 measure form or something. And we traded, I think, choruses, then 16s, then 8s, then 4s. So yeah, I wanted you to have an opportunity to hear this, and we'll talk through it a little bit as we're going. This was a live recording I did with a mic in front of the stage, so the balance was pretty good. The piano's a little bit low, but otherwise it's pretty good. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you'll take an opportunity to listen through the piece a little bit more. I've had a good time listening back and being with relaxed ears, so I'm not busy, worrying about getting lost or anything, and kind of hearing what went on. Here we go. This is called Coastal Theme. So the whole piece was played in a row. There were no breaks, like classical music. So for 1 hour, solid music. So this is the end of my solo, and it goes into the Coastal Theme here. So you're listening to piano, acoustic bass, drums, percussion, and saxophone. And I'd encourage you to click in and watch the video. It's, more fun to watch video for sure. So you can hear repetition in the composition, right? This is a song you've probably never heard before. This is still the melody. So the feel. It's not swing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So it's a straight eighths feel. Kind of an ECM sort of feel. So there's a lot of cool moments that Alan plays with texture like that. So now we're in the solos. We've had the melody, we had sort of that nice little interlude where the rhythm section dropped out, and now into solos. So as you can hear, the drums and the percussion are a little up front, the piano's just a little behind in the mix. We weren't able to mix it, it was live to 2 tracks. Cool to see if you can separate what is the drum set from the percussion that Ruggerio's doing to sort of color everything. It's a great sound. So this shape that I came in with, Alan was playing a descending shape. I heard that. I tried to answer him, not with the same thing, but something a little bit different. It was fun to play over this. So much rhythmic content from the drums and percussion, but then the way Max is playing, the way Alan is comping, there was just so much going on rhythmically in a good way. I didn't feel like I was having to compete. I just felt like I was on this wave that I was getting a ride. You can hear how the drums are accompanying the piano. It's a shame the piano isn't louder and the drums are too loud, but we can actually hear better what the drums are doing. Sax player lost it there for a second. So it's kind of cool in the trading. The amount of time that we're trading is getting shorter. I think I come in here. You notice how the drums are a lot busier than they were before, right? I feel like the drums are a little busier or louder with me than with Alan. As it should be, right? The piano, I can be louder than the piano. And again, shorter and shorter as we're trading, as we're going back and forth. It's a lot of fun to play with a band like this. So now Alan and I start playing over top of each other. So the drums are practically soloing as Alan and I are soloing, as it should be. And now, essentially back to the intro of the tune, letting all that energy dissipate before the melody. We absolutely have to let that energy chill. Okay, this is a little different. This is kind of cool. We have this intro information, but these alternate bass notes, that wasn't at the beginning. No drums, so drums and saxophone are out. Just 3 folks playing there. really great writing, right? How we have that theme that was there, but toying with it. Now the saxophone comes in. So where are we going? This is kind of new information. Oh, so it kind of goes from minor to major a little bit. There's some nice shifts that way. All right. So now we're running home. And this is all composed. This is all written. A lot of hi-hat in the mix. And so this is the end of 1 hour of playing. So that's the first time the audience gets to really make a reaction in an hour. So I don't know the last time I've had to play a concert where I had to concentrate for an hour. Like as jazz guys, I concentrate for like 45 seconds and now I played the melody. And maybe I relax and let the piano player take it. I can see what time it is. I can grab a little sip of water. I can think about what I want to do in my solo. 3 minutes, now I play a 3-minute long solo. Now I relax for the pay. There's a lot of times when we can kind of take a moment, right? Here it was being on. And this was music I hadn't played for 10 years. I didn't record it 10 years ago. I had a couple rehearsals. So it was like, yikes. A lot of concentration. It was exhausting. Really interesting. So just kind of how I'm used to connecting to music and on like short, intense time frames. I didn't really realize that. You know, I go play 4-hour gigs all the time, but it's like they're not really 4-hour gigs, right? And even when the set is 45 minutes long, I'm not really locked in engaged for 45 minutes. So this was a learning curve in so many ways. Check out the album with Donnie McCaslin. So it's this exact band, but with Donnie. Donnie was unable to do the gig, so I was happy they asked me. So yeah, and you know, as I said, click into the YouTube video and check it out. It's kind of cool to see with the artwork going on, and you know, just seeing the musicians and being able to parse what is Frank Russo on the drum set versus Ruggiero Boccato playing all this amazing stuff. As I said, Ruggiero's, I don't know, 3-4 Grammy albums that he's on. He's John Patitucci's drummer. He's a big deal in Brazilian drumming and modern jazz drumming in New York City and the world. So yeah, what a blast playing with Ruggiero. So hopefully that was interesting and getting a little insight into this particular piece, but also how pieces like this work. You know, Alan, you know, did a great job with this thing, and I'm glad he liked the recording enough to ask me to put it out on YouTube. So here it is. All right, so thank you very much for joining us there. Things are coming up quickly here. In less than 3 weeks is the Jazzwire Saxophone and Improvisation Summit up in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I think we have 3 spots left. If you can join us for the Canadian Summit, jump onto a last spot, like quickly. And then for the Jazzwire Summer Summit in the Washington, D.C. area, we're sold out for guitar, sold out for piano, sold out for horns. I think we have a drum spot and a bass spot left. We're working with all of our scholarship winners right now. So again, a handful of spots left for July 24th through 27th. So I would love to find a way to work with you in person at those sessions, and certainly inside Jazzwire. So jump onto the 30-day free trial if you like. Okay, take care, and I will see you next week.